guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Pika and I do fragrance reviews. So welcome back everybody. In today's video I'm doing kind of something similar to what I did in my spring video. So these are my ultimate summer fragrances. Now I have to admit something. I feel like I've lost two of my bottles somewhere. I literally was trying to make Instagram content yesterday and God knows where they've rolled to or where they've hidden from me, but I just have no clue where they are. So these are just 8 of the fragrances that I'm talking about today, and then in conjunction with this video, maybe in the next week or two, I'm going to be doing my best tropical summer fragrances. So these are just in general summer fragrances, but I'm also going to do tropical fruity fragrances too, which I think you guys will really enjoy. I have 2 Mikalefs coming, which are very special fragrances, and they'll be perfect for that video. So before I get into this video, please like and subscribe. Comment below what are your favorite summer fragrances, and let's just jump straight into the video. So as always, I like to do a mixture of both designer and niche just to cater for everybody, because I know some of you aren't into niche and some aren't into designer, so I thought I'd make a little mix match for all of you guys. So the first fragrance that I have is called Izia by Sisley. This one is absolutely incredible. I'm telling you, incredible for high summer heat. Now recently they came out with an Izia La Nuit, which I have tried very recently, and that one is like its darker date night cousin. It's a little bit richer, that fragrance, whereas this one is just perfect for the summer. So it opens up with aldehyde. And normally I'm not a fan of aldehydes, but it depends how they're done. It's like with most notes, right? It depends how the perfumer has done it. In this way, the aldehydes are super fresh. They're very sparkling, very champagne-like, which is the way I like them to be, not in a really weird, musky kind of way. And then goes into more citruses. So in particular, I definitely pick up on lemon and bergamot. And then overall, it has just a really big dose of rose. So if you can imagine a mixture of champagne or very, very light champagne, very sparkling, like sparkling water, mixed with citruses and mixed with a very sweet pink fleshy rose, this is what you get in this fragrance. It's absolutely incredible on high heat. Wow, this one performs amazingly. It just radiates. That's what it feels like for me. It just radiates. It makes you still smell quite fresh, because obviously in the summer people do sweat. It's very warm outside, it's very hot. So you do want something that's a little bit more on the fresher side. So that is Izia by Sisley. So the next fragrance that I have is actually a very new fragrance to Dior. And as soon as I smelt this in store, I knew that I had to have it for summer. This is Eden Rock, and if you guys don't know, this is a new release from Dior. They first released Taupe Color, and then they released this perfect timing for the summer, let me tell you. So this fragrance isn't unique, it's not incredibly complex, and it's not incredibly different, but what it is, it's a beautiful fragrance. Now in the top, I most certainly get a lot of citruses. In particular, I get bergamot. Oh gosh, it's so lovely. And maybe like a bit of grapefruit or something in that kind of region. And then you definitely get jasmine. For me, this is a very clean, not animalic jasmine in the slightest, not indolic, very clean, fresh jasmine, maybe with some other white florals like gardenia, which gives it a little bit of a smoothness, a little bit of a nice texture around this fragrance. It's a very smooth, airy kind of fragrance. And then you most certainly pick up on salt. It's not in your face kind of salt, and it's not to the point where it will make you feel like sweat. It just gives you a little bit of a tangy kind of feeling. So overall, it's quite aquatic. I wouldn't necessarily go marine with this fragrance. It's not going into that very marine-like herbaceous kind of smell. This is ozonic, aquatic, fresh, floral, citrus, all of those components. It does have coconut, but I don't get it. At most, I kind of get this like sunscreeny thing going on, and I don't know whether that's from the coconut. So I don't know why people are all hyped around this coconut. No, it doesn't, to me, have a lot of coconut in there, which I don't mind actually, because I don't like overly coconut kind of fragrances. So Eden Rock by Dior, really fantastic summer fragrance. So this next fragrance should not come as a surprise to any of you at all. Loads of people talk about this, and for very good reason. I absolutely adore wearing this in like higher temperatures. Even when I just want to go out the shower, just be a little bit more fresh, put together, this is a perfect fragrance for that. So this is Bal D'afrique from Byredo. Byredo is known to be a bit more natural smelling, a little bit fresher scents. Apart from their more newer line with the, I have one of them, which is Casablanca Lily. There's also Rien de Nuit. I think there's a Tobac Mandarin one as well. This one is definitely one of their freshest scents. So Bal D'afrique, oh wow, is a very fruity citrus fragrance with quite an ozonic kind of feeling, which I think is coming from the violet leaf. Usually when perfumers put violet leaf in their fragrances, it definitely gives me a little bit more of a aquatic, ozonic kind of feeling to it. I wouldn't say it doesn't necessarily lean masculine because of that. Normally violet leaf is put into more masculine leaning fragrances, but this does not seem masculine to me in the slightest. It also has vetiver, which I hardly get, and also has marigold, which I do get a really big dose of. Marigold is like this really fluffy kind of yellow floral. So overall, it's citrus, floral, as well as being aquatic all at the same time. So perfect for the summer. So that is Bal D'afrique from Byredo. So the next fragrance is specifically for women who want to feel fresh, but also want to feel quite ladylike, quite girly in the summer. Now let me tell you, this fragrance will do it all for you. So this is Pivoine Souzhou from Giorgio Armani. This is from the Armani Privé collection, the more private collection from Armani. This is an EDT, but it performs like an EDP for me. And this will blow your socks off. This is such an incredible fragrance. It has peony, has rose, it has raspberry as well. Very champagne-like in the, ooh, that was a dribble. Very champagne-like in the way that it acts. Kind of has like a very clean, musky feeling just towards the base, but overall sweet, floral, fresh, pink. Just imagine that. And champagne, like that fizziness is coming from the raspberry and from the peony. Those two in combination makes it feel very fresh, inviting, beautiful, pink, girly, all of those above names or adjectives. So this is a beautiful fragrance. I would highly recommend. If you've never tried this before, what are you doing? You need to get your hands on this bad boy. So that is Pivoine Souzhou. So the next fragrance that I have for you guys is one from Fragrance de Bois, and this is one of my only favorite fragrances from Fragrance de Bois. Not to say I don't like the house, it's just it's been hard for me to find a fragrance that works, if you know what I mean. So this is Brume de Matin. This was originally recommended by my friend Giselle, and if you guys don't know who Giselle is, I'll leave her channel linked below. I talk about her all the time because we are like soul sisters when it comes to perfume. It's really scary how similar our tastes are. So Brume de Matin is a fruity, fruity, floral with a bit of an aquatic kind of vibe to it. It's really very, very beautiful. It has a lot of fruits in here. I believe it also has plum. It has a really big note of peach, and this peach is making it a little bit more like a chypre quality. You know, when you get that like vintage twist when it comes to more chypre fragrances with that peach and aldehydes and that kind of thing. This is what it really reminds me of. It's peachy, it's fresh, it's also, oh wow, it's very aquatic, and God knows where that's coming from. It does have ambergris, I feel like, in the base. I don't know whether that's actually in the notes, but I do get either ambergris or ambroxan, one of the two, that's giving me this like aquatic, beautiful, ozonic kind of fresh feeling to this fragrance. It does have florals in here like rose and violet, but overall all you need to know about this fragrance, it's fresh, it's fruity, it's also slightly aquatic, so it's just amazing for the summer. So that is Brume du Matin. So this next fragrance I talk about a lot on my channel, and I've always really loved this fragrance. I love Memo in general, but this is one of my most favorite fragrances. This is Granada. Now, what I will admit is that a lot of people say that they pick up on a lot of fruitiness. So with this fragrance, I don't really pick up on a lot of fruitiness, if I'm honest. I do kind of get like this tartness from the pomegranate, but overall this is like a white floral bomb. As if you were to pick white flowers like jasmine and orange blossom and tuberose and all of these different white flowers, and if you were to just smell them, like if you were to pick up this bunch, just smell them like this is how this fragrance smells like to me. It's ever so slightly sweet, but apart from that, it's a white floral bomb. So if you're not into very strong floral fragrances, I don't think this is for you. But for me, it's a really great, perfect summer fragrance, very fresh, very ladylike as well. So if you've never tried this fragrance, please do give it a go. It's called Granada from Memo. So the next fragrance that I have is my first ever Kilian bottle ever. And if you guys don't know, I have such a bad relationship with Kilian. I don't know why, but literally all of the fragrances that I've tried don't work for me at all, especially not like the more popular ones, like Love Don't Be Shy doesn't work, Intoxicated doesn't work, what are the ones, Straight to Heaven does not work. So I don't know what it is, but I finally did find a fragrance that I do like, and this is Moonlight in Heaven. So this is a gorgeous fruity, fresh, slightly green fragrance as well. This is a little bit sunscreeny. So this has fruits like mango. It has other exotic fruits in here as well. It has bamboo, rice, but overall what I'm getting is 100% the rice note. I'm trying to put it in the best words that I can. Starchy, powdery, slightly green as well, which is coming from that bamboo note. So as you can see, it's actually quite hard to describe this fragrance because you do 100% get the mango, but the mango doesn't linger around for too long. It kind of just stays there for the first maybe 10 minutes, then goes into a rice, bamboo, slightly sunscreeny like frangipani or something in there kind of fragrance. Initially when I first smelled this, I thought I'd smelled gardenia. I don't know why. It doesn't list any floral notes in here, but there's something that's giving this like smooth, buttery kind of texture. So if you're into that kind of thing, I think that you'd really enjoy this fragrance. So that is Moonlight in Heaven. So last but certainly not least, we have one from Bvlgari, and this is called Golden Citrine. Now, I've known this fragrance for a very long time. I do actually really like lots of the Bvlgaris. I absolutely despise this packaging. I mean, what is this? What is this? Who thought that this would be a good packaging? I mean, it's different. Don't get me wrong. It's very different, but good Lord, it's just not it's just not a bit of me. So overall, what is this fragrance? So this is a fruity peach, mandarin, slightly tropical fragrance. It has a lot of ylang ylang, which is giving it like a sunscreeny type vibe. Then goes down into like a sweeter, more vanillic, ambery kind of base. But it's an EDT, so it doesn't last the most, but it's very comforting, very fruity, tropical kind of fragrance. I'm thinking of also including this in my next fragrance video, which is that tropical, fruity summer fragrances that I was talking to you guys about. I think this would make a great addition. Even though it doesn't have tropical fruit, it does have peach and mandarin, and that in combination with the ylang is making it feel tropical, if you know what I mean. So this is an incredible fragrance, very affordable, very cheap and cheerful, perfect for the summer if you want to smell put together, beautiful, fresh, fruity as well. This is awesome. So that is Golden Citrine. So my loves, that was it for this video. I only included 8 because I am going to be doing a tropical fruity summer version of this video very soon, and I really hope that you guys will enjoy that. So please like, subscribe, comment the summer fragrances that you guys are going to be wearing this summer, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye guys.